if you're young, like maybe you're 12 or I don't know, people watch YouTube these days, no matter the age, you're probably like 15, 12. I don't know, just like really young, sort of just like figuring out life. And I'm not old, I'm not like old to give you wisdom, but I am 22 right now, and I feel that I've learned a good amount of knowledge that I should have probably let down. Like I was putting too much pressure on myself when I was younger, just trying to be that perfect guy. I don't know, you end up watching movies and stuff, and you want to be this perfect superhero or the charismatic guy in the back who's able to talk to anyone and everyone, who's super confident. But I feel like we put too much pressure in ourselves of trying to be this perfect human, but genetically and even epigenetically, you're supposed to be weird in some way. You're just not going to be the way you think of yourself. There's just so much expectation. Your parents might be, I don't know, on one side wanting you to be this perfect person, or the other side, your parents might be wanting you to, I don't know, like just live life and be happy, but kind of confused with the definition because being happy is somewhat, it's like being selfish, but in another way, it's like not being selfish and only caring for others, but then that also makes you not happy. So it's just like this weird period of confusion, and it doesn't mean that I figure out everything. Like I'm still really weird and confused in some areas and probably most areas, but I think the beautiful part is to enjoy the process. So if you're young and you're in like a group situation, you feel awkward and weird, it's crucial not to be hard on yourself and telling yourself that one day I will be this confident guy who will walk up to anyone and everyone and talk the way I imagine myself talking. It's like this weird pressure that we put on ourselves. But in the end, there's no point of it because you have to learn to deal with the process. I'm Tibetan, so we have like this concept called lojong, which is called mind training. And I'm not gonna be like here trying to preach to you to be like, I don't know, I'm Buddhist. Like I'm not gonna try to tell you to be Buddhist. I mean, you don't have to be. It's just a knowledge, it's just a perspective that I want to share, and I felt that was quite beautiful. And basically what you have to learn is not try to cover the ground. So there's a lot of spikes in the ground, okay? This is a metaphor. And you don't want to cover the whole ground with leather so that you can protect your feet. And that's what some people try to do. You try to leave a country, imagining yourself to be in this perfect country where you have the perfect summer, you have the perfect partner with you, you have the perfect this and that and house, forgetting about, oh, there's a maintenance cost as well. Like everything will be a problem for you, and that's being human. So you have to learn to deal with that. If I sound kind of congested, I apologize. I am kind of sick right now. I have this blocked nose, which is so annoying, but hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep tonight and it'll go away by tomorrow. But yeah, you have to realize that nothing will be perfect. So back to the metaphor, the story. Instead of having the whole surface area, the ground, covered with leather, why not just wear leather shoes or leather sole to protect your feet? And that's basically mind training. Like, learn to deal with having a growth mindset and thinking of this experience as an opportunity for you to grow and be a better person, but also acknowledging that being weird and nervous and being anxious is normal. It's not like a bad thing. You being nervous in front of 20 people when you have to speak up, it's not bad. It's not weird. I mean, it's weird, but it's like a good weird, you know? You're not conditioned to speak perfectly. So I feel like we put a lot of pressure. I'm not saying to be like complacent and stagnant in life and just be like this carefree guy or girl, but it's more important to accept it and just like do this shit that you just have to do. Like if you have to speak in front of people, instead of thinking, "Oh, I'm not confident, I can't do this," just think of it as, ah, whatever, I have to do it, so might as well just get it over with. Like it's not really a big deal. And I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself when I was younger. I remember like when I was around, I don't remember that well, but from what I hear, like I suddenly moved to a boarding school at the age of 9, and I was like somewhat getting more comfortable with my classmates in like 8th grade, but didn't work out that well. And I just totally left the Tibetan community system. I totally left the Tibetan community, and I went to international school where there was saw white people for the first time, saw you know other races from all over the world, and it was very uncomfortable. But I was putting pressure on myself into like, oh, I have to feel comfortable in that scenario as well. Like, so there was just a lot of unnecessary pressure that I put on myself. And if you relate that in any way, you just have to realize that that's completely normal and just, yeah, just deal with it. It's okay. It's not a problem. So then afterwards, I kind of went to that community and the international school, and then over there, I struggled getting along with people. Made some made some friends here and there, but it was still the same thing. Not really much improvement. But yeah, and then got into soccer. That helped a lot. You know, being engaged in some sport, it helped to talk and make friends. But then the problem was I was so fixated into believing that everything is permanent and whatever connection or relation that I make will be the way it is all the time. Whereas that's completely false. And everything is impermanent, everything is changing and constantly, going here and there. People's mood swings, is even a term now. But you just have to realize that everything is weird and learn to deal with the weirdness instead of putting unnecessary pressure on yourself to not be weird. But I'm not saying to be complacent. So if you're this young person, or even if you're older than me or at my age, hopefully you found somewhat insight in this video. And I'll be uploading more videos. I apologize for not uploading earlier. I've just been busy, or maybe that's an excuse for myself to feel better. Okay, so I've not been busy. I've been lazy. I've been very, very lazy. That's probably why. But I've been uploading more videos. I have more content coming. So definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell if you enjoyed it. And do share this video to your younger brother or sister if you think they need some experience from someone that they don't know about. Sometimes that kind of knowledge is useful. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.